Hello everyone, it is August 1st, 2023, and we are here to show you guys my analysis for July. Now, I'm at the top right now, and I will be until I'm done talking, because the results are so close, so neck to neck, that let's do a little bit of intensity. Let's increase the tension a little bit. So yeah. So in this video, we're going to be going over how many guesses it took each time. So like, I'm really bad at explaining, but what I mean is how many times I got it in 1, how many times I got it in 2, how many times I got it in 3, etc., etc. Right? And I'm gonna also be doing the same thing for Scoredle. And then I will also be comparing my results for this month to last month's results, which will be at the end of the video. Obviously, like I had done last month, I will be starting off by saying how many guesses I got it, how many games I got it, and how many guesses. And then I'll also be comparing that at the same time as well. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so for this month, for July, I'm gonna say it backwards from 6, so that, we're going up and up just to increase some more tension, right? Okay, so I failed 0 times. I also got it in 6 0 times. I got it in 5 2 times. I got it in 4 10 times. I got it in 3 16 times. I got it in 2 2 times. And I got it in 1 1 time with Crone. Alright, now comparing this to last month, for me, I'm going to compare Scoredle's this month to Scoredle last month. So I'm just going to do individually. So comparing the results for this month to last month, I failed 0 times both times. I got it in 6 0 times both months. I got it in 5 twice both months. For the 4s, I got 1 less 4 than last month, because last month I had 11 4s, and this month I had 10. And then I had 16 3s this month, and this is actually really surprising, but last month I also had exactly 16 3s. With the 2s, I got 2 2s this month. Last month I had 1, so I got 1 extra 2. And for the 1s, I had 0 1s last month. This month I had 1. So that also wins. This month's 1s win against last month's 1s. Alright. Now, for Scoredle, let's read Scoredle's results, and then I'm going to be comparing them to last month's results for Scoredle. And I'll tell you this right now, that Scoredle did way better than last month. I'll give you that right now. I won't say anything else. Okay, so this month, Scoredle failed 0 times. Also got it in 6 0 times, which is pretty cool. It got it in 5 only 4 times. It got it in 4 11 times. It got it in 3 14 times. It got it in 2 twice, and it got it in 1 0 times, which is quite obvious because we already had the word slate and we didn't have slate this month. So yeah. All right. Now it's time to compare it. This will be very interesting. So for the failed, Scoredle failed 0 times this month, and Scoredle had failed twice last month, so 2 less fails. For the 6s, Scoredle got a 6 0 times this month, whereas it had gotten 2 6s last month, so it also wins there by 2. For the 5s, this month it got it 4 times. Last month, Scoredle got it in 5 3 times, so 1 extra 5 this month. For the 4s, Scoredle had 14 4s in June, and in this month in July, he had 11, so 3 less 4s. For the 3s are interesting because this month Scoredle got 14 threes, whereas last month in June it had gotten only 8, so it won by 6 there. For the 2, Scoredle had gotten 1 2. This month it got 2 2s, so got 1 extra 2. And for the 1s, both months it got 0 1s. So there you go. That is the comparison of the number of guesses it took for each game in June and July. Alright, now let's get into the normal comparisons to stats just for July. And then after that, we're going to be comparing them with June. I put them down in the same exact spreadsheet. So here we go. I got 103 points, Scoredle with 110, so I win by 7. For the average, obviously I still won because, right, my score's less than Scoredle's. So I got a 3.32 and Scoredle with a 3.55. For the median, I got 3 and Scoredle also with a 3. For the standard deviation, median is just basically the middle of the data points. We both got it in 3. We both got 3 in the middle. I'm not surprised because we both ended up with many 3s. For the standard deviation, basically the higher it is, the more inconsistent you are. So I remember last month Scoredle was more inconsistent than me. Actually, in fact, significantly more inconsistent than me. But this time the tables have turned where Scoredle beats me in standard deviation. So Scoredle beat me by 0.02, so almost nothing. So 0.81 for me, 0.82 I should say, because of the 8. And for Scoredle, it's a 0.8. So really, really close in the standard deviation. Alright, in the first quartile, this time, I remember last month I put IQR first and then Q1, Q3, which I think was extremely stupid of me. So I put Q1, Q3 first before IQR. So for the quartile 1, we both got a 3. For quartile 3, we both got a 4. For the IQR, we also both got a 1. So you could see how neck to neck this is. This was somewhat neck to neck. I mean, definitely way better than last month. This is somewhat close, I guess. Maybe it's a 0.23 difference. That's not a very small difference. But this is tied. This is extremely close. This is tied. This is tied. IQR is tied. And here's the mode. For the mode, we also both tied with a 3. Because, obviously, you know, we both got the 3 the most this month. We all got most 3s. Basically, most of our games this month was a 3 for both. And now comes the differences category. So for the differences, the ones that don't have any symbol next to the number means that means I did better. And for the ones that have a negative sign, it means I did worse. The only place I did worse, I'll tell you right away, is the standard deviation. And in fact, that's the only place where there is a negative sign in the differences category. So here you go, I'll show everything at once. So, the score means I did 1 better, which means I had a 104 last month. And it was 30 days. Here I did 1 better and with 1 extra day, so that's pretty interesting. And Scoredle did 13 better, which is quite a significant difference, which means Scoredle had 123 last month. For the average, I did 0.14 better, which means I had about a 3.46 or 3.47 average last month. Scoredle did 0.55 better than last month, which is quite insane. I do remember Scoredle had a 4.1 average last month, which is even more than the normal average, which is 4. So this time way better. Median, I stayed the same. I got a 3 last month as well. Scoredle, however, did 1 better, which means that Scoredle had a median of 4 last month. For the standard deviation, here's the only place where there's a minus because I had a 0.67 standard deviation, whereas this time I had a 0.82 deviation, which is why I did about 0.15 worse in standard deviation, whereas Scoredle did better with he got a point he got 0.37 better. So he got a point 0.8 this time, which means I assume he had like a 1.16 standard deviation then last month, which is, yeah, that's really bad. Very inconsistent that is. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure how consistent point 0.8 and 0.82 is. All I can say is that they're extremely close. They're below 1 at least. And so I'd assume they're not bad at least. At least they're not bad. I'm not sure how good it is. That someone else can comment that down below. Quartile 1, we have a whole bunch of zeros here. So as you can see, I got a 0 for all 4 of these. These are all the same for me with a 3, 4, 1, 3. I had these all last month. For Scoredle, Q1 0, so that didn't change. Quartile 3 changed by 0.25 because Scoredle had a 4.25 third quartile, which is just a flat 4 this time. IQR, same thing, because it was a 1.25. We're just subtracting. So that 1.25 is a flat 1 this time. And for the mode, it was at a 4. It had gotten more 4s than anything else last month. But this time it was more 3s, which is why I did 1 better in that regard. So there you go. Scoredle did better in everything. Oh, except for this one place where there's 0, he stayed the same. But Scoredle did better or just stayed the same everywhere. I had mostly zeros. I mostly stayed the same with 5 places. I did 1 point better. At least I did better. It's only 1 point, but at least I still did better. Here I also did slightly better with the average, which is also pretty nice. Well, if I did better here, obviously I did better in the average as well. Standard deviation is the only place where I did worse. The only place where I did worse. So there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that analysis video, and I will be doing another one of these this month as well. But my decision is that I will not be playing in hard mode because we're also having our seniors versus juniors challenge in arts tournament. So I need to be in tournament mode again. Full tournament mode. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.